We are live. Hello, everyone. It's a powerful 1 hour webinar for the topic or for the seekers or the coaches who wanted to know about a trauma informed approach towards manifestation. So I call it as TIM approach for coaches and seekers. And that's what we are going to do today, learn today, and understand how it is going to help you as professionals or coaches or healers, or maybe just seekers, you wanted to know more about it. So, may I know, let's keep this a little bit interactive, and you guys also can turn on the camera because it's going to be a very long one. And since I'm going to talk to you guys, it would be great to see you and then interact. So, may I know how many of you are aware about the word now, or I mean, you know it very well about the trauma informed approach or nervous system safety, nervous system regulation. Hi, guys. So, can you just share if you're aware, or maybe you need from the basic introduction? Based on that, I will guide you guys accordingly. You can just put it in the group. How many of you are aware, or maybe you have a little bit of knowledge about nervous system regulation or trauma informed approach? Have little bit of knowledge, okay? No problem, Asanta. Okay, okay. So back to basics. From the school days, we used to, I think, I do not know in which grade we actually started learning this, but we had learned this that our body is consisting of this whole, nervous system from the brain. There are a lot of nerves flowing down through the spine, and from the spine, everywhere the nerves are branching out, and that is the you know thing that is helping us to move our hands, move our legs, walk, sit, sense, and all of that. So we know that. Okay, nice. So from the brain, the whole nerves are starting, and till the tip of your toe, the nerves are ending. Like it's there everywhere. Like you can see your nerves on your wrist, here, everywhere, right? When you're touching your body, how can you sense that, yes, I am touching my body? Or when someone is touching you, or when maybe when there is a hot water like spilling on your legs, or when there is a cold water that's making you get drenched. How are you sensing that? It is because of the whole nervous system, and we wanted to understand that this whole nervous system is all through our body, right? Like it's there everywhere. And that's the reason why we say, maybe your body has to feel more safer. And that's the reason why you're experiencing certain things. And one more thing I wanted to talk about is every single experience that you experience in your life, your body remembers that, your body holds that, because your subconscious mind is invisible. You cannot see your subconscious mind, and you cannot understand where your subconscious mind is. But you know where your body is. So, subconscious mind is the body itself. I hope you get it. Subconscious mind is the one that controls the entire nervous system, because subconscious mind is the one that does all the automatic work, like that controls all the automatic work. Even when you go to bed, your heart is still pumping. Even when you go to bed, even when you're in a deep sleep, you're still breathing. The hormones that has to be secreted, for example, cortisol completely comes down when you go to bed, when you sleep. And the next morning, around 5, 6, or 7, according to your wake up time or according to the place where you're in, and at what time the sun rises, the cortisol slowly starts going up. The moment your cortisol hormone increases, we feel like we wanted to wake up. That's the reason why some of you do have disturbed sleep at night, because your cortisol is still in increased thing. So that is one thing, because it also controls your subconscious mind, also controls every single thing. The subconscious mind is controlling the nervous system, which in turn controls all the automatic stuff. So basically, the deeper thing is the subconscious mind, but you cannot access the subconscious mind very easily. But you have to access it through healing your nervous system, through healing, making your body feel safe. And then it's very easy for you to access the subconscious mind. And that's the reason why you cannot uh, maybe say affirmations regularly and not manifest anything. Like you say affirmations, you sit and visualize, but your body. I have so many clients who says this. Like they used to come and tell me that, Shri, when you're guiding for visualization, it's very good, but after some time, I am doubting myself. Will this even happen? Is this true? And we have to make our body feel safe for those things that we are experiencing. We have to bring safety to our body ultimately. And that's the reason why manifestation doesn't happen when you do not bring nervous system safety. Because from our childhood, not everyone is having a very beautiful, safe environment to grow up. Even though our parents are good, the school that we went might have been traumatizing in one way or the other. The teachers, the students, the friends, or the anybody else. It could be even the school van driver. So, like someone could traumatize us in some way. So that is something that our body remembers. Every single moment you experience any kind of distress while growing up, your body remembers. So that is a memory to your nervous system that, hey, I'm dysregulated. And that goes to the subconscious mind. Hey, store this as a memory. So that is why, we keep carrying a lot of memories and trauma inside our body. So when we have a very difficult childhood, and when I say difficult childhood, that doesn't mean only big scenarios. Like some of you might have experienced seeing people having or going through very difficult situations, and it could be like losing one of the parents, or sudden downfall in the business, and they have come to a very small house all of a sudden when they had a very beautiful place to live in and all of that because of poverty, or like they just had a huge loss in something you might have seen, or maybe someone is going through so much physically, like health issues, or no, some issues like that. Or maybe as a child, when the parents are parting ways, when the parents go through divorce, all of these things can be very traumatizing. But I'm not talking only about those bigger issues. I'm not talking about those big trauma experiences as humans we have. I'm also talking about the small things like, oh my God, I didn't finish the homework today. Or as coaches and healers, let's say, I have experienced this in the initial days. If I'm not showing up on time, oh my God. For example, let's say I am traveling outside, I went out, I got stuck, and I'm getting late. And I'll be like, my God, I have to show up on time. My clients will be waiting. I have to put the message in the group that I'm like 5 minutes late. Like all of that stress, it dysregulates my nervous system. But what's the best thing? There is another thing. For every scenario that you had experienced with which dysregulated your nervous system, you can actually bring back that to safety. You can actually regulate your nervous system. And that is the space when manifestation can happen in the most effortless way. It feels like smooth like butter. Manifestation is very simple to experience and to experiment also if you wanted to. All of that is going to happen very easily when your nervous system is regulated. So I hope you are now in a very good understanding that what is a dysregulated nervous system. So all of these memories or small, tension, the fear or all of that is stored in the body. When it is stored in the body, it's not getting released and the nervous system gets dysregulated. It is stuck as memory. When it is stuck as memory for a long time, then it is also there in the subconscious mind. Cleaning the subconscious mind, rewiring the subconscious mind is not that easy when you are not regulating your nervous system. So what happens when someone had a very difficult experience? Like maybe there are kids who doesn't like to go to school, like that's very normal, right? Some of us might have experienced, maybe our sibling, maybe you are a you are very good at studying, but your sibling is not that good, and your sibling doesn't even like, but that is what the society wants, so we go to school but we hate going to school. uh, it could be that case, or it could be maybe while going to college. There could be different things. For some, it could be coming back to home is a very painful thing. So, all of these things, when you're experiencing repeatedly, you are moved to a different mode. When you are experiencing stress for a longer period of time, you are moved to a different mode, which is called the survival mode, living your life on autopilot. Even when you do not consciously look at that stress, most of us are still living on the autopilot mode, the survival mode. And I will talk about the survival mode. You wake up. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. I have to get ready to go to office, or maybe I have to prepare food for my partner and my kids so that I will send them, and then I have to do my own work. There's a lot to clean in the kitchen. Oh my God, I have a laundry. Oh my God, I have to fold the clothes. All that stress that's adding up as a woman. Like, for example, like you wake up, you brush your teeth, you don't mindfully brush your teeth, you simply brush your teeth thinking about something. What are the things that I have to do today? And then you take bath. You don't know what did you do in the bathroom. You just simply take bath and you come. There were so many thoughts running in the head. And then you come, simply you have to make some breakfast so that you make, and then it's like running, 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 and it's on autopilot mode. And you know you wanted to survive this life, so you're doing things, you're going to work, you're making money, maybe you're even making more money, but you are in that survival mode. You are always little stressful, thinking about the future, thinking about building that home, thinking about buying another vehicle, thinking about buying another land, thinking about kids' future, thinking about your future, thinking about how you would be in 50s, thinking about like that fear of missing out when someone is posting that they had bought a new house, they had built another new house, they had bought a new car, or they had hit as coaches and healers. Mostly people say, this month, this is my income. All of that gives the fear of missing out, and that automatically turns on the server. This fear of missing out is one of the reasons, but a lot of other reasons are because how we developed our own nervous system while growing up. And this is something that impacts our subconscious mind uh, in a very big way. And our subconscious mind, if it is completely filled with a lot of limiting beliefs and negative memories, we cannot really manifest good things, right? Maybe small, small things, small, small improvements. And then there feels like a huge blockage. I am not able to move ahead. I can handle like 4, 5 clients, but about that, it's not happening. Your body rejects. When there is a huge income coming, but because of survival mode, you got used to autopilot mode is you got used to this routine. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you go to take bath, you prepare food, you eat, you go to office, or you take your classes, you rest, you clean the house, then night happens, again preparing food, and then going to bed. This feels like it's on repeat. And very rarely, when you take a trip or when you take a break for yourself, you feel so good. But coming back again feels overwhelming because you're still on the autopilot mode. You have just maybe slightly started focusing on something else when you were still on the autopilot mode while you were on trip. So this is the reason why we are not able to manifest things. The body itself is rejecting. Let's say I'm getting a huge opportunity today, maybe to work with corporates, or maybe a very high paying client is coming to me. But I have not used to that income. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, some of you might have experienced, the client feels like coming closer, but the client goes away, ghosts you, vanishes, and they say that maybe next time, or I will finish Diwali and then I'll come back, or I don't have enough, money at this moment. If someone is going to truly wanted to work with you, you know what? They will make money in any ways and they will bring it to you. Because I have seen so many people doing that. And when I wanted to work with my own mentors, I remember last year, like after my wedding, I had spent all the savings that I had, like while I was planning for my wedding, because so many of you know, my parents were going through so many other expenses for my brother and all of that. So I thought, let me put all the money to my wedding. And I spent every single penny that I have saved. So it was like huge multi six figures. So everything was like I started my life from scratch when I started my life after wedding. My coaching business, everything was like it was like a slow paced one and slowly picking up. So the whole 2 years, I was not able to make money because the whole, I mean, 2023 last I got married. Okay. So from that to whole of 2024, I was not able to make bigger money because I was on a survival mode myself. Because I was always having the stress. I left my family and came here. How will they survive? They are still surviving. And when they need me, they will still call me and I'll go there and happily help them. I'll stay there and come back. But there is the stress always. Now I have so many other priorities. I wanted to cook, I wanted to do this, that. And then I realized myself, I was in the survival mode for the first time, consciously sitting with that. That is the autopilot. You wake up, you brush, you prepare food. It takes a lot of time for me because my nervous system is overwhelmed with a lot of preparation. Like preparing food itself took so many hours for me back in 2024 initial days. And then I used to Thank you, Vasanta. And then I wanted to rest because my body is so tired of cooking food for 3, 4 hours. I'll prepare lunch for 3, 4 hours. It will be a very simple three-course meal, but it will take 3, 4 hours for me because I haven't got used to that. And it's just me and my husband, so I didn't want to, opt for a cook or something at that time. So that's there. And then you rest, you wake up, it's evening. Then my partner came like he comes and then we go outside to buy something or maybe just to have a tea or coffee or something. We'll come back preparing dinner and then coming and sitting for my classes. The day goes like this next day. So this was an autopilot mode and I never realized that I was on a survival mode. I was surviving. I was like trying to survive so that my life goes on. I can pay my bills. I can continue my coaching business. I can take care of my family as well. I can take care of my, this family that I have created, like me and my partner, this home, all of that. So it was always on survival mode. The moment I realized, that's when the there was a time before my wedding where I was making so much money. Like at that period in 2022, I was almost in the peak of my career, and all of a sudden there was, a break which I consciously took. But I was in the peak of my career making so much money consistently, like for more than 10 months, not a whole year, but more than 10 months, I was making consistent money. So that is when I realized why I can't do this. And the moment I started noticing, because awareness is the first step for healing your dysregulated nervous system. Because now that I'm saying, some of you might be realizing maybe I'm also on survival mode, which I didn't. Like you might still make so much money and still be on survival mode. So I'm saying this because just because you're making money, you have a good life doesn't mean that you're not on a survival mode. You can still be on a survival mode. You can still take stress for small, small things. Now, if I'm late, let's say, assuming that I go out, but I got stuck in traffic or it's something like I'm late. I know that's going to get 10 minutes late. I have to push the session for 10 minutes. I'll be very peaceful and calm. If possible, if there is a way where I can access my phone, I will send a message and I will be telling. I don't even panic, but there were times when I used to panic so much. Starts the survival mode. For small, small things, getting anxious. For small, small things like overthinking, like fearful. And this is what I'm saying. For a person to get a dysregulated nervous system, bigger things is not the only thing that can actually affect them, even smaller things. Maybe your parents are like stressing so much that if you're not going to school on time, maybe you're slow, you're lazy, you're not waking up on time. Your parents say if you're not getting to school on time, then your teacher will make you stand outside. That fear will get deeply stored. Every single time your parents say this, that fear will get stored in your mind. For example, if you're an office going person, then you truly know that how it is important to for you to send your partner or send your kids to school and then you get ready for office and how you have to do certain things on time. It's like you have just a small plate, but there is so much on the plate, automatically your nervous system gets overwhelmed. It cannot handle. So, what you have to do, one thing you cannot, we have this only one plate, and if you have so much on the plate, you cannot eat everything, you get overwhelmed, and you cannot change this plate. But with nervous system, what you can do is you can expand, you can create a bigger plate so that you can spread it, you can slowly consume whatever that is there, because you have created more space to eat all of this. So you can expand that plate, you can expand the capacity to eat, and then you can eat fully. I will always bring this bottle example. This is a 400 ml bottle. If you can pour only 400 ml here, you cannot do anything. So that is what, if you are in a survival mode, having a 50K to 1 lakh income per month, which you're used to, which is the subconscious, we talk in manifestation, we talk about the subconscious mind, but ultimately the nervous system is the one that got trained with 50K or 1 lakh, and then it taught the subconscious mind that you're comfortable with only 50K and 1 lakh. Your life is still good. You're still good. Still operating in a survival mode. That's still fine, right? Like you're still alive, even if you're in a survival mode. So why to worry? Why to worry about, moving to another income? So in this 400 ml bottle, if I'm going to pour 500 ml, the last 100 ml will overflow. Just like that, when you're trying to make huge like money, for example, I got used to a specific income so far, and when someone else is coming with a high paying, like they are ready to pay me high and they are coming to me, my body rejects. Either I will receive the money and there would be something with me and the client, or even before I receive the money, I get sick and I'll not be able to commit, or something happens in the family, or something happens at somewhere. Something will happen, I'll not be able to manifest that client, even though the client was interested at the first place and I was able to close, but then that did not happen. You will get, your body rejects the offer when your subconscious mind is not trained. So ultimately your subconscious mind feels safe only when your nervous system is regulated. So basically your dysregulated nervous system rejects the offer. The same thing when when your nervous system is conditioned very deeply with maybe a toxic relationship, let's say, you will not be able to feel safe when you are in a happy relationship, because you got very, very much trained with a toxic atmosphere. So, what is this all about is that your nervous system is felt. Okay, okay, that makes sense now. So, your nervous system gets conditioned with the dysregulation, the survival, because you keep repeating, and that's what is registering in your subconscious mind. And so, what happens is that one key word, if I have to talk about nervous system, is that safety. The nervous system is feeling safe with 50K or 1 lakh per month. All of a sudden, if you wanted to jump to 5 lakh or even 2 lakhs, your body doesn't feel safe with that amount. So your body rejects because there is no space, it's being overwhelmed. And you wanted to slowly take a moment to bring your awareness. That's the first step, as I said. Regulating your nervous system's first step is awareness. Bring your awareness. Where am I feeling this? Or why am I feeling this? Or maybe I'm overwhelmed. Maybe it could be deep inside, it could be the fear of getting more income means more taxes, or more responsibility, or I have to do more, I have to work so much because I haven't used to work for a 1 lakh client. So now, if I have to work for a 1 lakh client, this means that I have to put 10x effort than the effort that I was putting earlier. So, all of these are the limiting beliefs, or the nervous system wanted you to keep safe. So, the nervous system brings all these thoughts so that you can reject it. If you're not rejecting it, you like something happens and you wanted to reject it yourself, or the other person, the clients will ghost, or the clients will walk away. And these are the reasons why first you wanted to bring safety, which is regulating your nervous system. The moment you regulate your nervous system, you will embody and you will become a newer version. So this is a three-step way I would say for everyone. For my first batch of TIM coaches, this is the whole concept coming, if I have to put it in one line: bring awareness, regulate, and then expand. When you're expanding this, you cannot expand this bottle, but I can expand my nervous system to a container which can hold 600 ml, let's say. Then, if I am putting 600 ml here, it's going to be very easy for me to bring more, like do more work and do more, connect with more clients and also make more money. So that is the whole concept of expanding. So, firstly, bringing your awareness to your body, like where or why am I feeling this way? Maybe I am dysregulated. Maybe I am on a survival mode. Maybe I am on autopilot. Figure out. Figure out where do you feel survival mode means you're just because you're feeling safe with 50K, 1 lakh, still life is doing good. Just because you feel safe with this whole juggling routine, get up, brush your teeth, do stuff, go cook, come back, take some rest, again prepare lunch, then eat, then have some client work or something, and then evening you're doing some work to prepare your dinner, and then finally going to bed very late because overthinking happens because your nervous system is not feeling safe. Your nervous system sends you signals. Hey, I'm not feeling safe. Can you look at me? But it just doesn't because you're on a survival mode already. You're on autopilot. Imagine autopilot. What is autopilot? It just does its work automatically. So you're on autopilot. So obviously, we will not, unless and until we choose to sit and consciously do the work, we cannot come out of the autopilot mode. We cannot come out of the survival mode. I'm interchanging these terms, both are the same thing. So, dysregulation means it has been felt safe with something which is not going to help you. So, it's new stuff is unfamiliar. So, unfamiliar means unsafe. That is what is nervous system's language. If you're going to experience something new, how many of you wanted to enjoy roller coaster ride, but you also know that it's going to be a little scary, so your body rejects like, no, 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 no. You know, or maybe some experience. It could be a different, maybe a first flight experience, or maybe a first, you're doing something for the first time. Maybe you're going to cut your hair short. That feels a little overwhelming. You really wanted to do, but that unfamiliar, and people might look at you in a different way, or you yourself will look at you in a different way. And that is unfamiliar. Unfamiliar means unsafety. That is what nervous system language is. So, whatever is unfamiliar to your nervous system, it is unsafe. So, if 1 lakh or 2 lakh is unfamiliar to your nervous system, if one extra client a month is unfamiliar to your nervous system, that is unsafety. Your body rejects. You're subconsciously rejecting it, basically. So, I'm giving you a very beautiful example which helps you. Imagine this. I have always, given this example, this analogy to my TIM batches. Imagine you're standing in a very big ocean and you see a lot of waves coming, and the waves are non-stop. It keeps coming again and again and again. And if you know that deep inside, like you have to go like maybe a few meters inside the ocean, you are going to experience some magic. Maybe uh, there is something magical inside. You can get to see a lot of, fishes, or you can get to see the depth of the ocean. You can get to see be in the waves and experience how it is to float. I'm talking about you standing in the boat or the ship or whatever, okay? So you get to see the horizon if you go there, like during the sunset. Deep inside, when you're going 1 kilometer from the shore, 1 kilometer, if you're going inside, you know that there is some magic or maybe even a treasure. But in order to go there, you wanted to cross the waves, the shore. In the shore, there are like waves coming. But what if just because the waves are coming like this, you're very scared to enter only? You wanted to get the treasure. You cannot fly because we don't have wings. But we are still wanting to get there, but we are still afraid of the waves. You have to first fight with the waves. You have to first walk through the waves so that, like, even if imagine you're having a boat, you have to first cross that wavy place, and only then when you go inside, it's not that wavy. It's calm, it's still floating. You are feeling safe. That is the subconscious mind. The waves are the nervous system dysregulation. You have to regulate the waves so that you can easily get there. The waves is the nervous system. The deep inside subconscious mind, the deep inside the ocean is the subconscious mind. So, in order to work with your subconscious mind, in order to manifest your deepest desires, in order to build that dream home, buy that property, or manifest so much money, manifest amazing clients, or get a different job, or have a wonderful relationship, or have a healthy body, your subconscious mind has to accept it only when the nervous system is accepting it. So regulating your nervous system is the first step before training your subconscious mind, because subconscious mind is the ultimate hero, and you cannot reach subconscious mind directly. You have to regulate your body. You have to bring safety to your body. And that is when you can get there. And that's the trauma informed approach towards manifestation. Trauma informed manifestation. So that is what I teach inside my trauma informed manifestation certification coach program. But here I would love to share something. I would love to share few things that can help you, even if you're walking out right now or after the session. Something that can help you is, there are so many tools when we talk about nervous system. There are so many tools. We know, for you, like when you get into the container of a trauma informed manifestation coach certification, you know how to use these tools based on which mode you are in. Because when the nervous system dysregulates, it's not like there is one solution that can fit all. I'll give you an example, especially there are many coaches here. So I'll give you an example with whatever that you guys were putting it here. Imagine one client is coming to you. A client is coming to you, inquiring about your high paid program when no one had ever signed up for. Okay. You're so happy, but there is also this fear. No one had signed up for. So many people had inquired about it and they rejected. Will this client also reject me? Okay. Or let's say this would be a very beautiful example. You can relate with whatever example you want and you can share this with me. Uh, your high paid program, let's say that is 10K for one time one-on-one session. And I'm coming to you as a client. What's your price? And you say it's 10K for a 60-minute session. I haven't seen anybody charging this much. And for one session to talk, you're charging 10,000? I have seen people doing it for free. I have seen people doing it for 500. I've seen people doing it for just 1,000, but this is too much. How would your reaction be? Do you want to fight with this person, or do you want to run away because you don't know how to handle this? I'm giving you four options, okay? One thing is fight with this person. Fight with this person. And the other is running away or not responding to this message, because you know that however this person now inquired and this person is ghosting me just like how others were doing. And secondly, you try to people please them. Like, hey, you know what? I can give you some discounts maybe. Or if you're signing up this, I can also give an access to my group container or a 3 hour masterclass, which is worth 7,000 rupees. You will get that for free. I can give you that. You can just try it out. Like, or you kind of people please, you do anything to hold that client. And then you become speechless because you don't know what to do. Someone had accused, someone had told you that what you're doing is wrong. Someone has labeled you as a cheater, or maybe someone has labeled you like someone who is cheating people by making money. Like you make money uh, from them, you get their money, and just sitting and talking, you're making a lot of money. Just you're not doing anything. There is no people just tell that, like, you know what your worth is, but people come and tell that. So what will be your, reaction? Will you fight with this person, or will you try to ghost this person, or because you don't want to respond to it, however you decided in your head that this person is not going to sign up, or will you like try to please this person so that this, trying to give more offers, trying to reduce the prices also. Oh, do you think 10K is too much? Maybe I can give you, just for you I'm giving 2K discount, you can pay 8K and then you can join the session, or maybe this is a one time discount, 50% off, and you can come to me. I'm also giving you 1 month of support if you want through WhatsApp. I'm also going to give you guided meditations. I'm also going to give you a free access to my group program. Or you just don't know what to say. You're feeling like you're completely frozen because you do not know how to handle such people. You feel like someone had accused you of doing something wrong, where you had just did something very genuinely, because you feel for your energy it's 10K. That's it. Can you put it in the chat, everybody? What will be your, what will be your reaction when someone, when you get a client and when they say that you're charging too much, your prices are too high? What will be your reaction out of the four options that I had said? There will also be a poll. We can share it. You can share it in the chat. I will read it. The first one is fight. May I know if you're guys, are you guys typing? You have the poll right here. You can take the poll now. Others, we have 7 members in total. 2 of you have voted. Others, can you please vote? Okay. Okay, so for some, if you're not able to connect with the coaching thing, you can connect with your partner. I think most of you might be in a, might be married right now. So imagine your partner is coming and telling you you're selling something, or you're doing something. Your partner is telling something in his own assumption. He's saying that you're charging so much, people are not going to come. Or maybe if you're coaching. That's great, Kartika. That's coming from a regulated nervous system. Beautiful. Fight, 2 people had voted. Move away, 2 people had voted. One, none of this. So others, 6, 7, 2 more members. If you guys wanted to vote, you can vote. Or else you can share it in the chat and I'll end the poll. So worrying about time and can I handle more clients? Yeah, that makes sense. Yesterday, in one of the other containers, Jalashmi was asking about the same, like it was the same, like more clients, more commitment, that's overwhelming. It's just the capacity is only this much right now. So the nervous system gets dysregulated. So I will come to this four options that I gave. So any dysregulated nervous system will either show one or the other out of these four options. It will be a dominant stress response for anybody when the nervous system is dysregulated. Now we can find what is your own dominant stress response. One is the fight mode. The fight mode is When someone is going to tell you that your prices are too much, or you just completed your certification, or you have only one certification, or oh, are you not a psychologist? Do you have a license? All of these things for a coach, people ask all of these things. I've experienced this myself. People will ask, okay, let's just be, let's just respect that. Like when you are going to buy something, you're also going to, check with so many things. So people will ask every single question that they have in their mind. But how you respond to it, like you get triggered, like why this person is asking so many questions to me? Or it could be like fight. You really get triggered and you wanted to reply back with so much anger. That is the fight mode. So that is one dominant response for so many people when any dysregulation happens in their nervous system. And the other one, which is flight mode. You saw a problem and you don't know, your body feels unsafe there and you don't know how to handle it, so you wanted to run away, which is called the flight mode. So what you do is you ghost the client with like, this person has asked this, okay, I don't know how to respond only. Let me go. But that person is just trying, that person might have had a thought in their mind that let me try if I can bargain, otherwise I'll put whatever amount they ask. But just because this person tried bargaining, that dysregulated your nervous system, which means it's a signal to your nervous system that, hey, this is not a safe space. People started questioning you, run, run, run. And you are in the flight mode. You don't even want to respond to this client. And third, it is the freeze mode. You don't know what to do because someone is asking you something and that questions your integrity, that questions your honesty, that questions your truth. It feels like someone is asking, where did you do the certification? Are you a psychologist? Did you also learn psychology? Do you have a license? Oh my God, no, 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 no. Like you'll be like, oh my God, they're questioning a lot of things. What if they think that I am not worthy of having the certificate? What if they think that I'm not worthy of, just because I didn't do psychology? What if they think that um, I'm not worthy to do this? So you actually freeze because you don't know what to do. You feel like you don't know what to do. How many times you have experienced this freeze mode in any other areas of your life? During an argument, the partner or anybody is constantly trying to speak, but you're just numb. You don't know what to do. You're just numb. You're not even responding anything. You're not listening to them. You're not responding to them. Basically, you are numb because your body is stuck. It's in freeze mode, doesn't know what to do. And people said, okay, someone is coming and telling you, like, hey, I can't afford this much. This is too much. I like, hey, you know what? I'm having 50% discount just for today because it's my birthday month, or it's because Navratri. And you also have so many other perks here. Like, do you like to consider this? You can also give in installments. You can also give it like you can give any kind of flexibility for the person because you're desperate to bring this person in. It's the desperate energy will not show up, but it will show up through the people pleasing attitude. You might have people pleased people in real time, like with relationships. Some like, especially if you're in a workplace, you might have experienced this. Just because that person wants to feel good about you, they try to go to any extent to people please them, but deep inside, we don't like them or we don't hate them. And when whole, like, let's say, even after giving discount, maybe you got the client. Do you think the client can get transformation? Because the client will pick up that energy from you. So always try to regulate your nervous system before pitching your services. In the Wealth Code for Leaders, I have been telling this every single day. We're talking about so many things inside the Wealth Code for Leaders. So always try to regulate your nervous system before pitching your services, before talking to a client, before taking a session like this, or before doing any healing session or anything. Regulating your nervous system is the number one thing. And that is how you can actually manifest results for your clients as well. The power of your clients getting like manifesting results, it's the way you handle them, you handhold them. When Having said that, the client is also open to you. The client is also ready to put all the efforts. The client is always committed. The client is ready to show up and all of that. So, regulating your nervous system, now you understand that out of these four things, as a coach or a healer or an entrepreneur, what is that number one thing that shows up when your nervous system is dysregulated? And that is something that you wanted to address. While I cannot give you specific tools for every single thing right now, I can give you one beautiful way of regulating your nervous system no matter in what zone you are in. You could be in flight mode, you could be in freeze mode, fight mode, or fawn mode. Fawn is the people pleasing mode. So you could be in any mode. But one thing is telling your body that you're still safe. Even, let's say, even if the client is not going to pay you, are you going to struggle for food, clothing, or shelter? You have a home, you have enough groceries at your pantry, and you have enough clothes in your wardrobe. Even if your clients are not going to sign up, it's still okay. You are still safe. In that dysregulation, try to regulate yourself. Only when you regulate, you will start manifesting your clients. You cannot manifest when someone is trying to reject you, you cannot try regulating and manifest them immediately. It's okay. I'm still safe. Try to tell your body because I said nervous system is all over your body. Try to do a self hug or a butterfly tapping and tell yourself that I am safe in this present situation. At this situation, I am still safe. Even though the client is going to reject me, I'm still safe. Even though I'm not going to make a six-figure income next month, I'm still safe. It's still okay for me. I'm still safe. That is the sweet spot. Only when you come to a sweet spot, you can do more regulation. And from more regulation, manifestation is going to be a smooth like butter journey. For that, we wanted to work on regulating our nervous system. You have a webinar, the first webinar that you're going to do, maybe for your healing class or maybe for your coaching class. You're like nervous. What if no one shows up? What if people question me? What if I blabber in the middle? What if I am not selling my services properly? You have so much of fear even before showing up. That is a perceived assumption of your nervous system because it wants you to feel safe. Because the job of the subconscious mind and the nervous system is just to make you feel safe all the time. And when there is fear, it's just a perceived assumption. Wi-Fi did not got cut, or people did not question in the middle, people did not leave in the middle, or it's not a case where no one showed up. Even if one member showed up, you can still take the class. And when I actually started, I just had two members, and now we have eight members including me. So just imagine about the perceived assumptions we keep, getting, and because of that, the nervous system is getting dysregulated. It's not even true. So you have to try coming to a sweet spot. One tip that I said, and I'm keeping this like I'm making sure that I'm sharing this everywhere is that I can have it all is a manifestation approach of saying an affirmation. And a trauma informed approach of saying an affirmation, it's safe for me to have it all. It's safe for me to experience abundance in all the areas. How you can gently tune the safety to your nervous system. That's the thing. That's the regulation. And when you're continuously working on regulating, you can slowly work on expanding. So that is the trauma informed manifestation approach because expanding is all about receiving and receiving is all about manifesting. So awareness, bringing awareness to your nervous system, whether it is stuck, whether it is in flight mode, fight mode, freeze mode, or a fawn mode, working on regulating them in a sweet spot. And then once you do a regulation work continuously, you can get to a point where you're regulated and you're ready to expand. And from that space, this bottle is from 400 ml, it's going to become a 600 ml bottle. You'll be able to pour more water and you'll be able to hold it. Because just in case, if you're not increasing the capacity, chances are before you sign up the client itself, you know that the client is going to go or you are going to reject that. Even after this, if your nervous system is still very small, contracted, Even after this, if you're going to sign up a client, if this client had paid you money, that money will become an unwanted expense. That is the way your nervous system is rejecting that money because it has never felt safe with that extra money because we were all going on that autopilot survival mode. So that is the reason why, after 5 years of being in the journey of manifestation and Ho'oponopono healing very rigorously, I decided I always wanted to integrate both. But integrating Ho'oponopono and manifestation was not something that made sense because not everyone will resonate with Ho'oponopono. Because so many of you are in different healing modalities, and I know that people connect with the energies differently and they feel that is unique. For me, Ho'oponopono is the biggest blessing. For some, Ho'oponopono is all about saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. So, how can I make it universal? How can I make this reach to everybody? Is what came nervous system safety. Ultimately, Ho'oponopono is obviously going to create nervous system safety. We have an amazing tool inside Ho'oponopono, which is called Ha breathing. Take a deep breath for 4 seconds. From 4, you can also move it to 8. Hold it on and then release for 4 seconds. And then you're relaxing. That is going to relax your nervous system. Breathing out with the sound ha, I will also help you how to do that. So that is one amazing tool. And finally, ultimately, Ho'oponopono is always going to bring you to a relaxed nervous system. And from that point only, you're going to manifest. But I wanted to create something more universal. That's when I decided, okay, I will go to the ultimate result what Ho'oponopono is giving. Someone is getting regulated from constant fear to a regulated space, from constant anxiety to a regulated space. So I decided, let me bring nervous system safety and manifestation. How, when your nervous system is safe and regulated, manifestation can be like a cakewalk. And that is the way how Tim was born. Because I always dreamt of launching my Ho'oponopono certification as the first thing. But I realized this is something that many people need. And one more thing was, when I was just into manifestation, people go for therapy. People who sign up for my programs or something, people go for therapy. When I started my Ho'oponopono journey, uh, people still felt like, because Ho'oponopono was a different container and manifestation was a different container. People still felt like something is missing, or people sign up for Ho'oponopono and then they come for manifestation, or people finish manifestation program and they come for Ho'oponopono. But how can we integrate both and offer something? Now, even though I have different containers, separate containers, I started applying the filter of Tim approach everywhere. So it's easy for me to handle my containers, different programs and clients. So, how can you, as a healer or as a coach, integrate a trauma informed approach towards manifestation so that people, your clients, are not going to check for another therapist or a manifestation coach after finishing your working with healing? They're not going to check with manifestation for a different manifestation coach. Or if you're a manifestation coach, they are not going to go for a different healer or a therapist to figure out and then come back to you again to manifest. You are going to give the best of both the worlds. And this is infused with a lot of psychological aspects so that people are not going to have any questions about whether healing is good or therapy is good. You are having everything integrated and you're offering it to them. And you know how to handle, you will learn how to handle your clients based on understanding in what dysregulated mode they are in. The first job for you as a coach or a healer, or as a TIM coach, if you're going to be in, is to figure out the client, whether the client is in a freeze mode, flight mode, fawn mode, or fight mode. Figuring out, and then you will be having a lot of tools. I'll also be, so the whole program was designed in a beautiful way where you will learn all about nervous system safety first. Then you will also learn about the sweet spot, how to regulate. All the tools will be given, how to regulate your nervous system. And then you will learn all about manifestation with quantum physics principles and integrating both as well. So I just completed in August 8 portal, we completed the graduation of the first batch of TIM coaches, but based on their feedback. based on the small gaps that I had. I have curated a much more different version for the second batch. And of course, my first batch will definitely get access to the second batch as well, because I'm going to bring in a lot of things because they are the foundational members who travel along with me. So a huge respect to them, and huge gratitude to them as well, because they had helped me how I can offer more to my TEM coaches, upcoming TEM coaches. So the trauma informed manifestation coach certification is going to be a 4-month program where you learn everything. And meanwhile, you will also have an internship where you handhold clients with a trauma informed approach, trauma informed manifestation approach. You coach, you take webinars, you take workshops, and you do one on one, and you also do a group workshop or something like that. And once you finish the internship, only then your certificate will be given. And the best part here is, while you're in the journey, you'll also identify what kind of seller you are as a coach or a healer, or a TEM coach. What kind of seller you are? Are you a seller who is operating from a fight mode? Are you a seller who is operating from a flight mode, or the freeze mode, or the fawn mode? Based on that, we will work together to regulate your nervous system as a seller, so that ultimately my job is to create a loving seller within you. So none of your clients' responses will trigger you. You will always stay completely in a regulated space and then offer your work. Like just like what Kratika shared here. None of this. You simply say, okay, this is what I am aligned with. You're not going to bargain, and you're not also going to worry why this client is going away. So you will try to, I'm not saying your nervous system will always be regulated. How with TIM approach, you can regulate it faster when at times you have a dysregulation. Because we do not know, any unexpected scenarios can happen to you as a coach, as a TIM coach, as a healer. So how can we regulate it better? How can we regulate it without reacting, so that we can see the whole problem with a different view instead of fighting for it, or flying, like running away from it, or being stuck in the freeze mode, or trying to people please them? And how effortlessly you can manifest clients from that space. And also how to introduce all of the manifestation principles from a trauma informed approach. You are here, you are going to become a manifestation coach, but also a healer deep within, who is a trauma informed coach. So you are a trauma informed manifestation coach. You can also call yourself as a manifestation coach or a trauma informed coach if you wanted to. And I wanted to give you guys this whole offering to you, because I know that every coach or a healer deserves this kind of integration in their business. Because the moment I started integrating, my life started feeling so simple. I was sharing my struggles as a newly married in 2024. But this year is nothing short of a blessing. This whole year, when the whole year started, I was like, 2025 is the year for me and my clients. And I've been doing this. I launched this TIM certification program, and I can see people are working on themselves, and they are also starting to make money. And I know that we have a long way to go. And the last batch was, it was a 6-month program. 3 months you will get graduated, and the next 3 months you will have the support calls. But after a lot of rework, I've created a different approach for the TEM batch. From any batch that I'm going to take from now, all the upcoming batches will always have a different. The prices might keep differing with every batch, but the journey or the package, the duration is going to be the same. And that is, you take 4 or 5 or 6 months to complete all the modules. The graduation is going to happen next year. We will soon finalize the dates, but the enrollments are already starting, and we will begin in the first or the second week of October based on how many members I can hold this batch. And the best thing is, I would love to offer a year full of support for all of you, where we meet every single week, which means that if it's your one And this is also applicable for my uh, first batch of team members, where they can get my support the whole year. After finishing the whole, you know, duration of classes, the master classes, the concepts that I would tell you, I will start hand holding from the second month onwards. I will start hand holding, and I will start taking the support calls for you guys. This is one of the major change that I did after my first batch, because I created a support call from the fourth month only, but I now realize that support call has to come from the second month itself, so that you can start. You make your pants dirty. You make your hands dirty. Just get inside, do the like play the game very well, even if you do not know how to play, even if you're not perfect, and I'm here to guide you and handhold you. Be it your first client or your 100th client, I'm here to support you through all the support calls, because I realized you also need a nervous system regulation as you help your clients. So, be it a doubt that comes because there is a problem with the client, or you have a dysregulated nervous system, come to the support call and ask your questions away. I'm there to help you and support you throughout the year. As I said, be it the first client or the 100th client. After all of this, I'm also going to give a lot of routine. I'm just creating that for my first batches. I'm going to give you a very beautiful routine so that you can heal and regulate your own nervous system. We will start that work, that background work, from this first month itself, to regulate your nervous system, to embody a loving seller identity. Because identity, creating a different identity that you wanted to become, is the ultimate thing of manifestation. So we will practice your like our own TIM approach before we teach that to the clients, and you speak your own transformation journey to your audience, and people will start coming. You know that you can reassure your clients that you are not going to go for another healer or a coach, because I am going to give you the best of both the worlds, a trauma informed manifestation coach. And this is something that I would love to offer for all of you guys. And soon the graduation date will be finalized. It would be somewhere in the month of June. Or it could also be before that, if based on the energy that we are moving on. But it's going to be a solid 5 month container. Most probably we will start in the second week of October, and we might go for like 5 6 months. You have a 1 month long internship to really start doing stuff, and we might get certified very soon as well, based on the internship that you're doing and how fast you're completing. From the third month or the fourth month, I will start seeing you guys taking actions and make money, because your internship your background work starts from the second month itself. But having said that, you guys are ready to show up fully uh, and ready to learn all about nervous system safety and how to handhold your clients. Even if you don't want to get certified, let's say, you can still learn and understand all of these concepts, because these concepts are going to help you as a coach or a healer for your clients. While handling your clients, while attracting your clients, you know how to regulate your own nervous system when there are difficult cases, difficult client scenarios. So this whole program is uh, carefully curated and priced at rupees 66K, which is the early bird price. The actual price is 72K. The early bird price is 66K, and till first week of October we will have this price, and after that the price will go up to 72K. So with the 66K, you are going to uh, get the support throughout the year, and based on the time that you are finishing your work, your graduation happens, and I will be there to handhold and support you and share so many things. Firstly, working on your own nervous system, then getting started with your journey of your internship, and then understanding and learning all the concepts. And all the sessions will be live, and then it will also be available lifetime for you guys, accessible on the dashboard. You can log in and watch the recordings at any time. Support calls, it will be live. Weekly ones we are going to meet, not every week, 3 weeks once, 3 weeks in a month. 1 week we will take off. So in a month we have 4 weeks. So we meet 3 weeks in a month. So weekly once we are going to meet, and 1 week you can take off. And this way, this is going to repeat till the end of the 1 year. So if you're starting October second week until the next year of October second week, you will be traveling with me. As I said, be it the first client or the 100th client, you can ask any kind of questions, and there is no question that's right or wrong. It could be as simple as, how to offer this program, or it could be something that difficult you're experiencing. I'm there to regulate because I'm in one of the most bestest space, I could say, where I'm much more regulated as a person. My nervous system has more capacity to hold more people, especially this batch. Last batch, we had 4 members, and this batch, I'm looking to expand it to 7 members maximum. I'm also okay with having 5 members because uh, I can carefully connect with every single person's energy. That's how much my nervous system can handle and give individual attention, because the first 3, 4 batches are the foundational ones. I know the moment I start creating massive success for all of you, I can promise that this is like one of the bestest things. So I really don't want to take more people. I'm just taking like very, very limited one where I can give a much more individual attention and guidance to all of you. And my first batch members know that how I'm showing up, trying to, fix whatever that they are, requesting and all of that. So this is for you, Tim approach for anyone who wanted to learn more about nervous system and integrate that into your manifestation journey. So that's about it. If you're interested, you can reach out to me. And if you're also thinking about it, you can reach out to me before the first week of October. With a proper plan, I'm going to put a message in the group. But Wealth Codes for Leaders is still on till the end of Navratri. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we are still meeting for the Wealth Codes for Leaders. Those who had joined only for this session know that there is something called Wealth Codes for Leaders, which is a free program for 9 days throughout Navratri, where we do EFT tapping. And EFT tapping is one powerful tool for you to heal your nervous system, to expand and regulate your nervous system. So we will be having a lot of tools inside. And I can't wait to share all of that with you. So let's see on the other side in a different container. So if you're interested, I don't love to rush or push anybody. This is, you can, if you're blocking now, you will get this price or all of that. You have an early bird discount, of course, and you still have time for that. Sign up if you're interested, and you can just, check and come back. You can also have a 20-minute clarity call if you need to talk with me about this program. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session. You can share it with me in the group how you enjoyed, or DM me personally, and I'll be seeing you soon on the